Hey everybody, I hope things are doing well for you. I wanted to stop a moment to show you something that happened to me over the past weekend or so. I was out riding in southern Missouri, and I had I've been calling it a tire blowout, but it could be a tire blowout or it could be just an excessive loss of air and excessive deflation of my tire. But what I wanted to show you was the actual tire, as you can see here. And I don't know if it'll do it any justice showing it to you here, because I don't know if there's enough light or if you can see enough angle of it as I kind of show you here. And you can kind of see here where the rim is actually coming out to give you an idea how low the tire is. Well, what happened was I was driving down a major road south of St. Louis on my way home, and all of a sudden the bike starts wobbling and starts wobbling more and more, and I didn't realize it at first. I was blaming it on the road, and then all of a sudden could feel it, and then I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I just got a flat tire. My tire just blew on me. So I'm doing about 40, somewhere around there anyway, 40, maybe 45. I don't even know if I was going that fast, but it just starts wobbling, and then the actual steering starts shaking on me like this, and so I have to bring this thing to a stop quick. So luckily, I had the presence of mind to ease up on the gas and let it go, not braking, just sort of letting it come to a natural stop. And I had to do that because at one point in time, the bike started to actually slide out from underneath of me and go to the side. That's when I let go of the brake, that's when I let go of the gas, didn't touch the brake, focused more on balance and less on acceleration at this point, or braking, and I was fortunate enough to bring it to a stop without getting hurt. And I also was fortunate enough there wasn't any traffic on the road, nobody stopping quickly, so I really was fortunate in that standpoint. And what's even better about it is I managed to, where I ended up having to stop, right across the street was a filling station, so I was able to go into this filling station, pull this up to an air pump, because I didn't bring my portable air pump as I should have done. And then what I did was I filled it with air to try to find where the hole was, and it maintained air pressure, and I couldn't figure out why initially. But I drove it around, I tested it around the parking lot, and I didn't seem to see any issues with it. But still, I was kind of weary, so I let it sit. I couldn't hear any air leaks. And then I just kind of took it gingerly the 30 miles home. So I was lucky enough I got it home. And the only thing I can attribute to it is that I did have a puncture in it, and because I have this inner tube tire, that a lot of times with these inner tubes, the tires sometimes will the inner tubes tend to, when they get punctured, they can absorb the leak long enough for you to get safely pulled over, and that's maybe what happened. But either way, the tire, in my mind, I've lost confidence in it. I will be replacing it, tire and inner tube. But it just brings to mind a couple of tips. Again, I stress to anybody riding is if you ever experience a blowout, number one thing is don't panic. Do not accelerate. Let off the gas. Don't have a tendency to overbrake. In fact, if you can avoid braking, do it. And then let yourself coast to a natural stop. And at that point, then you could pull over, you can look at the tire, and you could decide whether it's repairable to get you to your next destination, whether you have to replace it, or whether you just have to call someone to come and get you and then take the bike somewhere to have it replaced. Anyway, I hope this helps everybody. Thank you, and I'll be posting again very soon. Bye now.